Vanity. You never want to be accused of that. It's the rare disease of pathetic degenerates, though you have to admit vanity is fascinating on display. The Kardashians, the rappers, Trump. We scorn their clickbait and then click anyway, half imagining that the lifestyle of these rich and famous were our own, all laid back, vain, and glorious. Aren't we all a little vain? We get unduly proud, just like we might indulge in a little of any of the deadly sins. So which is it? Is it okay to indulge a little vanity, or should we be trying to purge all of our egotistical urges? Vanity comes from the same root as vain, empty, hollow, bupkis. To be vain is to be a hollow shell showing off. The emperor's new clothes gets it backwards. In that story, the king has no clothes. But vanity is nothing but clothes, pure ornamentation, the empty-headed hottie, the vacuous asshole. Gurus tell you to not just curb, but drop all our vanity. Then again, they tend to get egomaniacal. Maybe you have to earn pride. If you're the best at something, you should be able to flaunt it. A virtuoso's vanity is no deadly sin. But I need more vanity than I've earned. See, I'm a human from a long line of living beings. My whole life history goes back to the origins of life, and all that time it's been a struggle for existence. Like today, I made 330 billion replacement cells just to stay alive, just to replace the cells that died today, and then some. See, I have to make more than enough because of what I'm up against. With time, everything degenerates. I'm degenerating right now, which is why I have to hustle to maintain my own existence, even producing excess just to stay in the game. My vanity is like that. Okay is not enough. I have to feel more than okay to elevate my spirits, my self-confidence, my mojo, which is degenerating too. Every day I have setbacks, the dings and errors of outrageous fortune. That's why I need more vanity than I've earned. I need to hustle not just to stay in the game, but to fluff myself up. Vanity is my self-soothing treatment for doubt, ambivalence, self-doubt, embarrassment, shame, and anxiety. I need pride to offset disappointment, and then some, like an insurance policy. And I bet we all do. We all have to feel better about ourselves than we truly are. I need to keep fluffing myself up like I need to keep regenerating cells. So yes, I'm vain. A hummingbird needs nectar every 15 minutes. I need affirmation and self-reassurance with some frequency too. I hunger for good news about me to offset the setbacks of bad news about me. I think deep down we all do. We don't admit it. Why? Because it brings us down to think we're vain. Our vanity keeps us from admitting that we're vain. Vanity is a human thing. We're an exceptionally anxious species. We have language by which our minds flood with all sorts of real and imaginary, past and future threats and missed opportunities that no other critter experiences. We need coping mechanisms that a dog doesn't need. Noping mechanisms like vanity. Nope, keep your criticism to yourself. Or how dare you accuse me of exhibiting that human trait? If we all need it, why is it called a deadly sin? In part because vainglorious religious and political cult leaders say so to make followers more compliant. But it's more than that. Vanity is dangerous because it distracts from reality. Whenever my vanity kicks in, I lose a little touch with reality. If I'm following someone's conversation and my mind turns to how flattered I am by their attention or to the impressive thing I'll say next, I lose track of what they're saying. Likewise, when I'm working and I turn to Facebook to see how many likes I'm getting, I stop working. The original quote was, "Power tends to corrupt. Absolute power corrupts absolutely." Same goes for vanity. Vanity tends to corrupt. Doesn't always, and besides, we need it. Still, absolute vanity does corrupt absolutely. Humankind could go down in flames as more of us become dangerously vain legends in our own minds. Vanity could drain us of all the reality checks we need, as it has in cult and fascist movements throughout history. The male frog that croaks the loudest and longest gets the mate. That's a reason to show off lots. But the longer and louder it croaks, the more signals it sends to predators. Such frogs have evolved discretion. Enough show-off croaking to get the mate, but not enough to summon the predators. Our predators are our human peers who will take us down a notch if we croak too much. Too much vanity and someone might put us in our place. Or lower. People often sneer at vanity as if they're above it, as if pointing out your vanity proves that they're never vain. I get it. That's their vanity seeking whatever extra boost they can get. And then some. The sado-narcissistic humble braggart isn't satisfied with a level playing field. I think we'd manage our need for vanity better if we all owned that we need it, even those who say they're above it. Calling it a deadly sin without recognizing why we need it is like putting something on the black market that you need to monitor carefully or it gets out of hand. I think we'd manage human vanity better if we put our vanity on the table where we all can keep an eye on it.